Action. Oh. Wait, chair almost broke again. And action.
Hello everyone, welcome back to Remotely Present, the podcast where we give you all of the tea.
There's not a lot of tea, but a few stories.
Also I wanted to start off by saying something, addressing something that happened in our last podcast that I just thought of right now, because we were talking about Rebel Wilson, and we were just talking about her, and I thought it was funny because we were talking about her in the podcast, and then I saw an Amazon commercial with her.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and it was kind of just like one of those things where you're like, they didn't have to put her in the bath. She was in a tub.
Oh, I don't know, describe the commercial.
Well, basically, like, it's for Amazon, I don't know, it's like a show thing where you can see your front door, like if somebody, like the Ring thing, where if you press it, like the thing we have at my house.
Yeah.
Where you press the doorbell and then, like, you can see who's at your doorbell from your phone or whatever. They have Amazon just came out with one of those, and so Rebel Wilson was in it, and she was like, "No, I don't want to get up and check the door. You could do it." And like she just kept saying that, and then she was like in a bubble bath.
Weird.
I don't know. Who knows? Not me.
Yeah. Also, since our watch time is less than 5 minutes, meaning we can't capture your guys' attention for more than 5 minutes, instead of saying it at the end, I'm going to say it now. Subscribe, because it's been a few days since we've gotten a new subscriber, and family doesn't count. So I'm talking to my friends again. If you guys aren't subscribed, I will find out, and I will confront you about it. You know who you are if you have subscribed. That's all.
Okay, so now I want to talk about something that just happened to me. I'm going to say maybe 40 minutes ago. It just happened to me
If
40
that.
minutes ago. Yeah, so it's very fresh, very nice story. Well, not nice. So we have buses at our school, which if you go to college or I don't know, anywhere where you take a city bus places, we have a couple different buses. There's 3 different kinds. 3.
Well, the bus companies.
Right, okay, so
You have like...
there's 3 different, let's just say this, there's 3 different lines you could take of this bus. Is that true? Is that correct? You could take 3 different lines.
Can I set up the logistical part and then you go on with the story?
Fine.
Okay. To get it straight, you have our school, our campus's bus line that, just does on-campus routes. And then you also have the city bus that comes on campus, but they only do a couple stops on the way before they go back into town. So you have the Mountain Link buses and then, our school buses. And so our buses have 2 routes. One goes one way and one goes the other way, basically whatever side of campus you want to go. And then the Mountain Link gets a little tricky because you don't know where that's going to end up. So this is where you come in.
So anyways, I was at the gym area, like the area of the gym, which is exactly the opposite side of campus from where we live. So obviously I like to ride the bus.
It's like a mile away.
Yeah, it's kind of a little far. So I like to ride the bus. But today I thought, well, I'm just gonna hop on this bus and take it all the way around. I didn't think it was a big deal. But what I did was I accidentally hopped on the city bus, which then instead of it, there's 2 more stops left. I have lipstick on my teeth. There's 2 stops left for the bus that were still on campus, but I didn't think it would be a good idea to get off of those. I wanted it to take me all the way around. So long story short, we're starting to get off campus, like going onto main streets, and I'm like, what the heck is going on? I'm scared.
Well, mind you. Our school buses and the city buses are very different looking. One's blue and one's like white. Like you know which one's which. And mind you, on the city bus, it'll tell you where it's going. So the bus specifically that she took, and I know which one she took because I'm just, I don't know, good with directions. It says goes to downtown on the front of the bus before you even get on. So there's
I
one
saw
that,
that, but I just didn't. I thought I would have an opportunity to get off before we went downtown, but I didn't. So I stayed on the bus until I was on a main street driving up towards downtown, and I thought
goes through downtown the route.
yeah. So I'm driving through downtown on this bus, and I'm like, what the heck? So then I get off. I'm a little scared. I'm a little nervous, and so I called us and I say, hey, listen, I took the wrong bus. What do I do? She doesn't know because she's not there. Her only solution is, well, where's your car key? If you don't have your car key because you took the bus, I'll come pick you up. But I brought my car key
Surprise,
with
surprise.
me, so she
brought her
couldn't
car
do
key.
that. Uh-oh, somebody's racing outside. So long story short, I was sitting there waiting. I got on another bus that had people who you could tell were not students. And I sat on that bus until I was like, I don't think this is right. And then I got off, and then I called
Again?
you. Yeah, I got off and on a couple buses. So then I had to ask this director guy, hey, what's gonna take me back to campus? And then he said, oh, you just wait for this bus. Well, first, before that, I really thought, I was like, oh, I can find it on my own because all these kids started getting off this bus. And I was like, oh, I'll just follow them because they're obviously all going to campus. No, these are like elementary school kids that I thought were in college because all these kids just ride the bus. And so then I had a guardian angel, this girl, I don't know who she was. She had headphones on. She was very into her music. But after I asked him, I tried to get on the back of the correct bus, and she grabbed my shoulder and said, no, you have to go to the front and show them your ID. I didn't know that.
Yeah, well,
So-
students get free city routes.
So she really helped me out, so thank you to the girl with the white headphones. If you're watching, you're really nice. And then I just took the bus back. But long story short, what was a 5-minute bus ride took me about 35 minutes to 40.
Yeah, the whole time, because like I don't know specifically where the city bus goes because I've personally never taken that route to downtown. I've taken the city bus to the other side where it goes to Walmart and stuff, but never to downtown. And so the whole time I'm walking home from the library, which is again like a mile away.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, I have some time. So I'm like tracking her the whole time, and I just see like her on the map. And I'm like, what the F? Like, she's so far away. And the last thing that she told me before she got off the phone was, hey, I think this bus is going to the mall. Which
The
mall
mall's far.
is far. It's really, like, I was like, I'm not going to see her. Like, we're not going to be able to film this. Like, we're not going to see each other for a couple hours. It's going to take a long time. So I just see her little dot, like, and then finally I start like really looking at the streets, and I'm like, okay, she's back on the right route, like the direction she's going, because I just like try to think in my head like, okay, if the buses are coming back to campus, what streets would they take? And then I figured it out. And then once I saw she was like on the right street again, I just kind of,
Okay, this is
I was
boring.
like, this is
Next topic.
okay.
Oh, we've just been
Well,
talking about it.
It's just, that's what we always do. So the other night, well, let me set this up again.
Can I set this one up?
Sure. Yeah, sure.
Okay. Every weekend we go to the movies on campus. We have a little movie theater, and they play like in limbo movies between the theater and being released. So this weekend it was the movie Marshall. Sorry, I'm a little bit under the weather, everyone. So this week it was Marshall. I don't know, it's just the movie, and every week they have new ones. So we were gonna go on Friday, but we decided to go see I, Tonya instead. And usually they play the movies Thursday, Friday, and Saturday nights. So we were like, it's fine, we'll just go on Saturday night instead. So we did just that. We went on Saturday night, and we walk in, and there's a bunch of people, and we say, what the heck is going on? They say, there's a magic show. Would you like to see the magic show? What did we say? How much does it cost? And then they said it was free. Good.
It's fun, you can keep talking about the magic show. I mean, it happened to you, so it's fine.
I want you to tell the rest.
Okay, we get there. First of all, I'm disappointed because I really wanted, like, I don't want to. Magic shows are very, very, very involved. Like, the audience is usually really involved in magic shows, and from what I could see when we first got in the theater, there wasn't that many students there. So, kind of worried about that. Whatever. We sit in the as far back as we can without being rude, like, to the guy doing the show. And so the opening act was an improv group.
I'll insert a small clip here. I have one.
You do? Yeah.
A local improv group.
A local improv group. Was a little cringeworthy. I was like, this is embarrassing. This is embarrassing. I ended up really enjoying it.
Yeah, it wasn't bad.
Yeah, it wasn't bad at all. Ended up really enjoying it. Would see them again.
There was definitely a man on there who, if you guys are a talent scout, I'll try and get his information.
I have a feeling
he
was almost the instructor, and he was kind of taking the lead but letting them do it. Because
I don't know, this guy
was older and he was really good. He had his character, like each character he did, like I thought it was a new person. I was like, oh my gosh, like I was really following the story whenever he had his part.
I thought I was watching a movie.
So they were really good, and then, you know, magic show starts, and this guy,
he's a clown.
This guy has been on America's Got Talent. He won the magic show phenomenon or something, like in the early 2000s with Chris Angel.
His name is Mike Super.
Yeah. I didn't know if we wanted to insert the name. Yeah.
We could always bleep it.
So he comes out, he's a funny guy, he doesn't seem like
that good.
Fake.
Oh.
I was gonna say, he doesn't seem fake, like you're like, okay, come on. He's actually kind of funny. Tricks,
Mediocre.
5 out of 10. I don't really think he brought out the showstoppers because the stage was pretty little, like small, and
he probably knew he wasn't getting the participation he needed.
Yeah, he, basically there wasn't room. Like the stuff we were seeing, like the previews of what he's done, we didn't see that. But anyways, the show's going on, we're engaged about an hour in, then these balloons like get passed out, not balloons like little balloons, like balloons, like huge ones. And he starts like, there's like, what, 6 of them? There's like a red one and the rest are white. And they start going around the crowd, like people are like playing with these balloons and stuff. And then he's like, okay, wherever the balloons are, catch them. And so I didn't think the balloon would be passed to me. Let's just say that much. It was in the middle of the theater. So the balloon gets passed to me and I don't want to go up. So then I hand it to her because I really don't, like I don't want to go on stage.
So then I go on the stage with my balloon, and the trick is supposed to be like he's gonna teach you, or not teach you, tell you what the Powerball numbers are. No. So the trick, I guess, was last year or something when he was booking the show, he was doing it at our school, he bought a lottery ticket, yada yada yada, and he's like, I can predict what numbers you guys are gonna say. So he has this lottery ticket that he puts in a box, I don't know, and 6 people go up on stage, and then you each pick individually a number, and it was like between 1 and 35 or something. Sorry, 1 and 35 or something. And so I picked 17, and then at the end of the trick,
so like the people
I
with
got
the
the right
balloons, everyone with the white balloons stood in sequence, and like he separated them into 3s. So 3 people stood on the right side of the stage, and 3 people stood on the left side of the stage. And the 3rd balloon on the left side was like the winning number, I guess you would call it, like the red balloon was. And there's like 6 numbers in the Powerball, and so each person gave him a number. He wrote it on the front of the balloon, and then he had this little box with the ticket inside on a stool, and he has a camera on it the whole time so that the audience knows like no one's messing with it. So basically at the end of it, he reveals like the numbers that are in sequence on stage, he pulls the ticket out and like it has the same exact numbers.
And I thought I was gonna get a lottery ticket, and then I didn't, and I was mad.
Yeah, and then we had the balloon for a few days, and it didn't deflate at all. It was so huge, we had to pop it. And then that's about it for the magic show. So,
That's all I have to say. Do you have anything else to say?
I think that ends it for this podcast.
Podcast, remotely present on SoundCloud, remotely present on Instagram. Subscribe, tell your friend, tell your family, tell your dog to watch.
Okay, we'll see you guys later.